Hi guys, today is a story about the car I bought about half a year ago, and that was a disappointing experience of owning it. Jeep Grand Cherokee 2013 WK2 model before facelift. From the very beginning it seemed to be a great car to buy, because it's a good off-roader, also it's good as a daily car, and with 5.7 HEMI engine it's also quite reliable. I purchased this car after selling my 2010 Range Rover that I described in the previous videos, and I decided that this model would be quite nice alternative to the Range Rover. At least for my needs, I need it as a daily driver that you can use for a long trip, like 500-700 kilometers per day. First of all, after buying the car, I made the full maintenance with changing engine oil, changing front brake pads, and also changing one engine mount. And the car on the mileage about 210,000 kilometers seemed to be quite okay, in a good condition, but compared to the Range Rover it had a lot of wear of the interior. After maintaining the car, I went on the half desert road here in Dubai to test this car on the light off-road. And that was the first disappointing experience regarding this car. Here on the video you can see my Jeep stuck in the sand. However, the thing is not in stocking itself, but I tried to get out of the sand several times with using all electronics, but the car after these tries just turned off the four-wheel drive system. It was really just several tries, and I checked all temperature, like temperature of the transmission, and it was absolutely okay, but the only wheel that I could use was the rear right wheel. And to be honest, I was shocked because I never faced such problem on an off-roader, and it should be, at least it is promoted like a proper off-roader. Okay, then I decided that I'm gonna use this car mostly on road. So let me describe how it is on the road. So how does this Jeep feels on road? Let me start with the fact that it feels like a very, I would say, extremely heavy car, even with this 5.7 HEMI engine. Like I told you before, the previous car for the same tasks was a Range Rover of 2010 with also V8 5.0 liter engine. And this Range Rover felt extremely more powerful, more light and more fast. And it is very strange because in reality Range Rover is just heavier. And the second fact is that compared to the Range Rover as well, this car is not so soft, I mean the suspension. I personally prefer handling to comfort, but if we talk about cars in this class and let's say they are competitors, maybe not directly, but still, then I would say that the balance between comfort and handling in Range Rover was much better. But of course it's worth mentioning that when you go on the long trips with the good roads, then it is more interesting, more comfortable to go by Jeep, because you feel yourself, especially on the high speed, much more confident. But you would probably now say, especially if you like American cars, why would you compare Range Rover to the Jeep? Because of course it's more luxurious, but it's not so easy to maintain, and also it is not so reliable. But in reality I had almost no problems with Range Rover, but with a Jeep it's a big headache. I mean, there was nothing serious broken. Engine, gearbox, transmission, everything works perfectly. However, there were plenty of things, small things, that I had to maintain and had to replace. For 6 months of owning this car, I replaced almost the half of cooling system. Also, I replaced generator and some small stuff from the suspension. But it's not something expensive, and if we don't talk about it in total. But of course, it is very stressful when you cannot rely on your car, and also it spent maybe 2 weeks from these 6 months in the service, in the garage. I've been thinking for a long time, is it the problem of exactly this car or of the model in general? And I don't have the exact conclusion, to be honest. Then I contacted some of my friends that used to own Jeep Grand Cherokees, and all of them, those who owned an old car, told me that that was a really headache to own, maintain and repair it. What I want to sum up with is that if there were no such issues with reliability, this car would be nice, because you cannot compare any off-roader to Range Rover, in my point of view, because it seemed to me that Range Rovers are just best cars in the world, or almost the best cars in the world, especially in its class. And I have a very strange feeling about this car, because now everything works well, nothing is broken, everything is well maintained. But I cannot rely on this car. And if I need a car for long trips, how can I use it? I don't know. Please comment below what do you think about Jeep Grand Cherokees, and press the like button if you enjoyed this video. Subscribe for more about cars and money. Thank you and see you soon.